Yo, what's up, y'all? What is up? Happy to have you. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I went to go get coffee for the wife for Valentine's Day, and um, well, the Dunkin' we went to, or I went to, their espresso machine was broke, so I had to go to another place. So it took a little bit longer than expected. But we're here, we're ready. We're gonna get after it. So. Um, Excited to have you. I know probably numbers are down, but people have been here for a while. Like, where's he at? He's not joining, obviously. So I'll get people in here, get us started. But yeah, truly excited to have you guys and excited to get after it here this morning. Again, if you guys are coming from outside of the vault, again, make sure you guys are in the vault. Um, Make sure you join it. I'll put a link in the bio here to join. Let me get people in here. Hopefully this link works. No, I don't think that's the right link. How do I share this? Here we go. All right, we live, baby. We live. We live. Is there anything specific you guys are looking at already this morning? Let me know anything specific. Morning, Judy. Morning, Frank. Thank you for your support. Love you guys. Started when we were younger. Obviously, gapping up. Huge. I actually looked at it this morning. We're gapping up. This is awesome for longs opportunities. I'm definitely leaning more bullish today, obviously, but today looks solid for longs. Again, kind of what I'm looking for right off open here in a few minutes is, if I can get kind of a retracement back in this area, I'm like this long is a no-brainer for me. This long is a no-brainer for me. I just don't want to buy up here. I want to see how we open, but if we pull back and we start to get a volume wick there, definitely looks long. I'm gonna put an alert about 495-ish. Should be good. It'll go off at open, won't it? Let me change that to every time. There we go. Looking at Qs again, kind of the same thing. Really the same thing. Again, if you guys, yep, you're in a trade already on the US 500. That's like the Forex version of SPX, right? Nice, Judy. Yeah, I mean, looking at TLM, right? It's just iffy. We have, this big move here makes me cautious to get short with it. It's not going to be really playable for longs, but kind of the same thing on Qs. It's really going to come down to, okay, do we pull back in this area and do buyers kind of step in? So let me put an alert there too. What is that? Apple looks like it wants to gap fill. Let's look at it. So long. No, definitely. Yeah, definitely. This one's a little bit, the gap's not as wide. So even if we take out this high, I want to see a nice healthy pullback and then boom. So kind of want to see it, essentially break these highs. Yesterday high, not stop pump, but break, pull back and get in there. I'll put an alert up in this area. Again, at watch list, Microsoft. Let's see here, Microsoft. Kind of the same picture as all of them. They're all like painting the same picture for us, right? So, if anything, it's just going to make spying the keys move better if they're all moving. If all stocks are moving the same in unison. So really don't need to trade every single position, but it's really just going to come down to, okay, which stock pulls back the best and gives me that confirmation. So let's kind of look at it here. I'll just put my alert down in this area below, see if we can get there. Microsoft, Netflix, personally won't touch that. Meta. Now Meta could be solid for TLM. It's a little bit different than the rest of my plans, but what are we doing? We're gapping up right into supply. Right, boom, boom. get short. So I'm gonna put a little bit of an alert right there. It could be playable. Again, if you guys do want access to the TLM indicator, I guess Jordan has made it Freedom Team only now. I know he did a webinar over it, but it looks like it's only Freedom Team. So definitely, if you want access to it, if you don't have it already, DM me and I'll kind of give you some information on what that looks like for you. But yeah, Meta looks solid for, it could be a potential short opportunity down to the move down in here. It's just something I'm watching, not something I don't know if I'll play it or not, but just something I'm watching. I want to see price come into here. Why is that alert going off? Can anyone tell me why that alert's going off? We're clearly not crossing 466.76. Like we're not. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? So annoying. Why is it doing that? We're not crossing it. Okay. All right. Let's be a short opportunity. I'm not going to even look at anything else. I'll look at IWM. IWM is kind of that same play as Meta, except we have got supply a little bit farther. That's actually demand. We don't have supply until up in here, so probably won't touch that. But let's look at what SPY's doing. SPY really solid open. That's what you kind of want to see. We want to start to see it kind of trickle down for us. Right. Then what do we have? We have that break of structure here. Right. We have that break of structure that occurred on this gap up. Right. We have that trend change on the lower time frame. If we can get obviously, yeah, I could enter here, but my risk to reward is all skewed. So I need a pullback. Ideally I get a 50% retracement pullback about right here. But I'm fine entering a little bit higher if needed, right? That 50% retracement isn't promised. But definitely something playable there. Again, same for Qs. Something playable there. Really solid open. Again, I would just mainly did not want an immediate sell-off right at open. So it's looking good for open there. Could even potentially play let's say we just pull back and I don't get in, right? If we get that lower time confirmation there, I could target up to, the daily high. Okay, Meta went off again. Okay, boom, Meta. Meta's looks solid there. Okay, Meta looks solid there. Let me get my broker open. So Meta with potential. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Let's see if we can accept inside, and then it's looking solid, right? Exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted. So let's take a look here. It started when we were younger. You were mine, my boo. Yeah, definitely want to see price accept inside. Don't want to just see, us bounce off of the upper TLM line. I want to see us accept. But that's what we want, right? So if this low can break, it looks pretty good. Apple, where do we open? Oh yeah, right here. I guess Apple could be playable for TLM too if we, for whatever reason, come back in. That could be playable. So I'll put an alert down in here too. Kind of two different ways to play it. Microsoft. Anything y'all are looking at? Yeah, Meta, we're talking, $700 for it in the money. Anything y'all looking at? Wish I could make my camera smaller. I got in an Etsy swing yesterday. I'll kind of share that here in a second. It was up pre-market when I checked. I checked everything before I went to get coffee, and then I was like, wait, it's Valentine's Day. Let me go get coffee and donuts, and then kind of got us back here. Then I had a shower still, and it took like an hour to get coffee. So, but yeah, my swing I took. Got in on Etsy. Again, Meta's looking good on Etsy yesterday. Gapped up, but kind of selling off now. I got in the what are my positions? March 28th, 75 calls. So it was one tick out of the money at the time. Looks solid. Obviously, would like to see this gap. Once this gap's closed, and when we trade up here, I'll probably move my stop break even, trade up to here. I think I just have 2 or 3 contracts, so it's not a huge position. I think it's about a $2,000 position, nothing crazy. But it's kind of what we're looking at there. Going back to our day trade watch list here. Let's look at it. All right, SPY's getting that kind of pullback that I want, right? Again, healthy, not too fast type of pullback. That's what we want. Again, I really just need to wait for that minimum 1-to-1 risk reward. Again, because this low is what invalidates my trade. I don't want to get in here. I could maybe get in there, but I want to wait for that healthy pullback. I'd be even fine waiting for that too. I'm just going to put my alert there to kind of give me an idea of, okay, we're close. Again, same for Meta. I think Meta is definitely playable. It's just hard. I really do not like how we shot up after that. But if we break, I'm pretty confident if we break this low, we'll at least get the POC. What's my risk reward at POC? Not worth it. Honestly, target down to here. Realistically, let's look at like a 15-minute. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see that's a good trade. I'll probably end up taking that, honestly. That looks solid. If we break that low, I'm going to actually put in an OCO right now for the it'd be the 465 470 puts. Again, putting an OCO in. Once we break, I'm going to have it break 466.6 to enter at a market. I'm just going to do 2. So if at or below 466.6, right? Is that right? I'll do, 466.6. Yeah. So if we get at or below that, I'm going to trigger that. What would be my, bro? Well, maybe. So I was looking at what my max loss would be. If you guys don't know this, on Thinkorswim Web, it'll actually show you what your max loss will be based off the underlying at the market close for that day if you're day trading. It's really cool. It just shows a little graph. So if I entered right now with 2 contracts at basically $5.85 a contract, my max loss at my stop at basically 470 would be $170. My max gain at my target of 461 would be $900, right? So it's kind of, again, that's if I entered now, not if I entered a little bit at a lower price. Now that happened, I don't know. I think the OCO is still fine. I'm still going to put it in, but it's really cool that it shows you that. If you guys have questions about that, let me know. But it's really cool. So again, I technically need 466.6 to break for me to get in a short position on Meta. My OCO's in. So again, just let this low break. If it breaks, awesome. If it doesn't break, no worries. I won't get filled. Again, I am leaning more bullish, but if a short opportunity presents itself, I'm going to take it. Microsoft doing, what I want. I didn't like that we didn't take out this high first. So again, this could have been something playable for TLM, right? Get back inside, stop above the high, target POC, nice little 1-to-1. Could have been playable, but it would have been quick, but playable nonetheless. Again, I'd really like to see come above, come back lower. That would give me like ultimate confidence, but we'll see kind of what happens. Could happen later in the day as well. Apple, again, kind of the same thing. We did not get that spike up. I really wanted to see that spike up, again, above those highs to give me confidence, but there's still nothing. Hey, dude, for some reason I can't, let me go live or go full. I can't, there it goes. Previous month low at 6. 6:30. I actually don't look at previous month low. I look at previous day. And are you talking about SPY QQQ? Oh, I think previous month low, pre-market low. Again, don't really look at those either, except if I'm trading futures. I use previous day and previous day high and low primarily. Are you talking SPY or Qs? Just any. As you can see, I don't have any pre-market on my chart. Let's look at it. So you're talking like this. That'd be at the 6. I've been marking pre-market. Yeah, I mean, we just don't use them inside of Freedom Team, so I just don't use them. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use them. We just don't. We just play gaps, and so that's why. I would assume you're talking about this, or are you talking about because at 6:30, what Eastern? I guess I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're referring to. So you're referring to the pre-market low, the 6:30 candle wick. I mean, that would be 7:30 for me. I'm sorry, no, it'd be 5:30 for me. That? No, I mean, I'd probably consider this my pre-market low. That's probably what I would consider my pre-market low. 428, probably. That's what I would consider. Dude, I haven't looked at pre-market in a long time. I don't know if people are now saying this is, only look at, what happens the morning of, because this would be technically the night before. But to me, that's still after hours. Globex. Again, still nothing on Meta. Technically, there's definitely buyers there. So if that low breaks, yeah, it's definitely looking solid. Apple out of TLM. I don't like that sell-off. So really nothing. Really can't do anything there. Can't do anything. I mean, Apple, we would need like this high to break, a pullback. It just doesn't look playable for me. I mean, we technically get a break here. And then let's see. That's our 50% retrace. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I'm really hoping for this Meta short to work out for me. This is kind of what I wanted to see. So that's kind of what I was looking for. You see kind of that spike, volume spike, pickup. That's kind of what I was looking for. But I'm sorry, I didn't want to feel like I was putting your question off, Frank. I just do not look at pre-market data, and I haven't for over like 2 years, 3 years. And so I just got kind of numb to it. Like I forgot what to look for, what to look at. Just don't look at it. The only time I would look at it would be like ES, looking at it like that. Yeah, this here is like definition of stop hunt, right? So this here is like definition of price wants to go lower. Price wants to stop hunt these highs and go lower, right? This is like the only time I look at pre-market is on futures. This is like definition of stop hunt of highs, break lower. So like I could definitely see something like this happening. That's why I'm kind of hesitant on longs because of that, right? I mean, in all reality, I'm over the place. I'm all over the place. Typically, when that happens, it ends up being a no trade day for me because I don't really have any sense with direction, right? I mean, stock could go either way. It's not giving me. I don't know. I don't have an accurate play on which way it could go, right? Typically, when that's the case, I feel as if my edge isn't present, right? If my edge isn't present, I don't want to present money, right? That's just kind of how I approach it. Methodical. again, this would have been fantastic had we popped out, came back in. Amazon would have worked beautifully. It's going to rotate 100%. It just we didn't get confirmation for a pop out. So again, looking at TLM, if we're talking, supply and demand, we get market structure, we get breaker structure here, we get shift in trend, we get a pullback 50% at open, would have been solid. But of course, I guarantee you Jordan caught that. He's live right now on Freedom Team. I guarantee you he's in that right now. But yeah, nothing else looking too solid. Still waiting on Meta. If, like I said, I would really love if Meta stop once this high, pushes lower. That's what I'd like to see. Still have a really solid risk reward trade there. Netflix, nothing. Google's got that demand bounce, but not really playable. Let's look at what was ES doing again. So this is kind of weird. Why are ES and Qs diverging? Or sorry, ES and SPY diverging. Look at this. Why are ES and SPY trading different? See that? SPY going up, ES going down. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? That's a little weird, huh? Typically they move in unison. They should. That means either a dividend or we're due for chop. Why are these trading separately, differently? That doesn't make sense. It's almost like it's lagging, bro. Yeah, it's like ES is lagging or something. Wait, it says delayed. Why is it delayed? Did I not get charged my... Here, let me fix that. My bad. Did I not? I always pay for live data. Let me see if I can fix that. Why is it delayed? Well, that could be why. Duh. Extra data. It says I don't have any extra data. What the heck? Well, I guess that's what happens when you get sick. It should be automatic, though. Yeah, Frank, it looks like I have a delay. I don't have my, it didn't update my subscription to data. Market data. I got to get CME data. CME mini. Oh, they raised the prices. Oh my gosh. It used to be $5, not $7 for a month. Yeah, they really... TradingView is really getting the best of us, huh? Yeah, they changed the pricing from 5 to 7. That's why. And so it must have... let me put this on my other... Let's look at Meta. Yeah, so ES is my... Don't pay attention to my ES. My ES is delayed. Let me fix that. Let me pay the $7 here. It's ridiculous. Well, that's weird that it didn't just upcharge me. Maybe I didn't select it in time. Maybe that, no, I think they got rid of it. I think I just used to have CME mini. Now it's CME group. I think they got rid of it. I think that's why. I think TradingView got rid of that data subscription. They also raised all their prices. Did you guys see that? They also got rid of some indicators as well, if you guys saw that. Lots of awesome stuff. Thank you, TradingView, for that. This video is sponsored by TradingView, actually. No, without them, wouldn't be a successful trader. So I am thankful for their services, but my goodness, come on. All right. All right, let me update my address. So next week will be a little bit weird for me. I am moving. And so I'm planning to do live trading like on Tuesday, possibly, if at all. I'm basically moving on Thursday, have an appointment for my daughter on Wednesday, her 1 year, then moving on Thursday. So Wednesday through Friday I won't be trading at all. Does Tuesday work for you guys? My faithful, my faithful 2015. Does that work for you guys? I'm thinking Tuesday for live trading next week. All right, now we're not delayed. Now we're up and running. Okay. Now we're chilling. All right, now we're accurate. So Meta's coming back down, kind of what I wanted to see, right? Stop on that high, move lower, right? Looking really good. The only kind of downside to this low getting taken out is, does it really warrant a trend change? That would be my one concern. I would argue that we are in somewhat of a downtrend now, right? So I think it's fine trading this type of trade, and I think in an uptrend, right, kind of from lows here, right? So I think we have a room to get a little bit lower. So that's why I kind of like shorts there. Again, if we look at just the, let me see what that would be now. Right, so at my stop of 6.9 or 6.7, I had two contracts, 6.7. It's a $230 loss, right? If we get down to my target, it's a $500 win, $600 win. So I like it. I think it's worth the risk to reward. On here, it's 1.169, but on the option, it's a little bit higher. Markets closed Monday. Is that what's Monday? Was that President's Day? That's nice. I mean, I'm packing up all Monday too. So nice, gotcha. Yeah, let's shoot for Tuesday. I'll talk to my wife, but let's shoot for Tuesday. She might be like, "No, you need to help pack." But we'll see. Hope she's not watching this. Yeah. So if this low breaks, I am in shorts on Meta. Let's get it. If we break, looking solid. She is watching. She just commented. That's awesome. Yep. Tuesday it is. Yeah, I'll post it in the vault. Again, if you're not in the vault and you're watching from external, you found me on YouTube or on Twitter, make sure you go to the vault. I will post a link to join in the comments here. So make sure if you're not in there, you join. We'd love to have you. Again, it's 100% free community. We offer education. We offer, again, community where we post daily reports, question and answer, post our wins, main discussion. We have about 2.3K members, and also we do live trading every single week, okay, for 100% free. Again, this low breaks, I'm riding shorts. Until then, I'm not doing it jack squat. That seems to be the only play today. It kind of looks like, big names dumped. Microsoft, Apple dumped. Looks like Meta could definitely be next. Amazon ended up almost rotating. Could still be playable for a rotation. I'm not going to. Nvidia staying afloat. Tesla's looking solid. Again, that was my plan for Tesla. Missed it. Worked perfectly. I'd had this drawn up last night. That was beautiful, but that's okay. IWM, yeah, not really touching this. I remember Frank. I'm doing this Friday expiration, the 270 put. Sorry, 470 put. So in the money, it's like $500 an option. The market price right now is, the mid is 6.2. It's right here, buddy. This is my exact plan. So my stop would be there. My exact plan. Again, my job is not to give alerts. I'm literally giving an alert right now, but that's not my intention or job. But that's exactly what I'm looking at. That's a beautiful TLM trade. We really just want to see price get inside. Price gets inside, we're golden. Even better, like if I didn't have an OCO, I'd want to see price get inside, accept inside, pull back for me, and then short. But I'm fine taking, because we've held this low for so long, we break it, looking solid. We do have news coming out in 4 minutes. That could be the change up. That could be that change up, that news coming out in 4 minutes. Let me post the link to the vault in the comments for y'all. The longer we stay outside of the triple line, the upper line, the less bearish I get. But overall, still solid. So I just dropped that link in the comments. If you are not in the vault and you're here from external power, click on that link. Again, I'm just waiting here. Again, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. Let me share that in the description as well. Again, my goal is 1,000 followers by the end of February. Help me get there. Let me put that in there as well. And looking solid there. Again, now that we bounced again, it gives me, one, it makes me less bearish. But if this low breaks, it gives me more confidence that we're going to see this low, right? It's going to tell me that supply is strong. But the longer we stay up here, the less bearish I become. We just have to see kind of what happens. Tesla would have hit target. It's okay. That wouldn't have been, it would have just been supply and demand, but. Ooh, Shopify has potential. I ignored Shopify. Don't sleep on this. If Shopify can come back in, that looks really good. That looks really good there. Yeah, that looks really good. That might be something that happens later in the day. That's why I just have that alert there, but that looks really good. It's crazy that this low held. Let's kind of see what happens. Check out my swing while we wait. Etsy back up. That's what we want to see. I shouldn't be up much. I'm up percentage-wise. Where's it at? I'm up 20%. Sorry, 25%. Open P&L. P&L in the day is 21%. Open is 20%, 25%. So it looks good. Again, still holding the Dollar General long. I'm in shares. Me and my dad bought this together, so I'm in that for a long time. Just gonna collect dividends and etc. No real plan other than target and a stop. Hope you guys are sensing this patience right now. Good job, Nicholas Bates. I don't know. They just always have data at 9. So I don't know if it's specific news, but there's always some type of data spike at 9. It'd be 9:30. I mean, just typically at that would have been at market open 8:30. There's actually nothing today. Yeah, but typically there's this data that comes out. See, that's like the importance of waiting, right? I knew, okay, if this low doesn't break, I'm not going to get short, right? My old self, I would have got short up here. 100%. Actually, I probably would have got short here and I got stopped out. But knowing that, okay, this is what, this low breaking invalidates longs, right? That gives me confirmation for shorts. If it doesn't break, it's no trade, right? I'm not going to get long up here. My risk to reward, my probability for longs is not there. My risk to reward or probability for shorts is there, right? My room to go down, there's more room to go down than room to go up, right? And that's what you want to look at, right? Without that confirmation, no sense to take a trade, right? No edge, no money on the table, right? No edge, no money on the table. Okay, got Amazon, bro. Yeah, well, I guess it never popped out. So, like I said, Shopify could be solid. Again, it's really the same thing for IWM. It's just a matter of I would like to see this high get stop hunted first, and then push lower. That's why I really like Meta, because we did come up and we stop hunted that high. We just weren't able to take out this low. So sellers showed me they were here, right? Sellers did show me they're up here, but they weren't stronger than the buyers down here. They weren't stronger than institutional buyers down here, right? So end of the day, no trade. I'm actually going to remove my OCO now, so that doesn't get triggered later. I will keep my alert there just in case, but I will remove my OCO. The longer we stay up here, the more time we spend where sellers should be, the less bearish we become. So that one's probably done. Again, SPY, while it did give me somewhat of a pullback, never really won for a solid risk reward. We will probably, my guess is we're either going to slowly trickle up or we're literally just going to kind of chop all day. I don't think we have anything. I mean, we have a lot of stuff coming tomorrow. None of this stuff is like major news, right? This at 1:15 maybe. Friday, we got some more PPI. We had CPI on Tuesday. But really nothing like, I mean, the rest of the week, a little bit more data than usual, but nothing crazy. We are closed Monday, so be mindful of that in swings over the weekend. And then PMI next Thursday, like next week's, and we have FOMC. We have minutes. Remember, FOMC minutes really don't do much. Yeah, there's going to be a big move around 2 o'clock, but the rest of the day, either going to be choppy and flat, or there's going to be a nice solid move in the morning. Other than that, yeah, really nothing. Yeah, probably going to end up being a no trade. I actually haven't taken a trade this week. Was sick for a day. Was basically still sick yesterday. Just haven't felt up to speed. But today I feel fine. There's just, again, had Meta, just didn't get confirmation for entry. And had I entered, I would have lost, right? So confirmation pays. Confirmation pays. Again, I still really like this, though. BA has also been solid for TLM as well. It's been one of those like sleeper tickers. But yeah, anything else you guys are looking at, even for swing opportunities or anything that's not on my watch list here, that you guys want me to take a quick peek at? Anything? Google, they are swing, my friend. So if we're talking day, if we're talking TLM, again, this could be something that I would look at. Oh, sorry. Short that I would look at. right? It's something that's playable. But what I see here is that sellers in this area were unable to take out this low demand, right? However, demand was also unable to take out supply, right? So I think it's fine if you're short. I really do. My biggest thing is, why did this low hold, right? Why did we see a reaction there? However, the reaction was not strong enough to take out supply, right? So I think sellers are in control. I think this is a good trade, Judy. If you've been short and you're short right now, I think you're in a good trade. Again, just know. Again, I know I'm helping you here because I know you struggle with over trading. If this high breaks, get out. You're wrong, and that's okay. You're wrong, and that's okay. All right, you're going to be wrong a lot. Just be fine. That high breaks, you're done. Right? Shorts are invalidated. Right? Once this high breaks, if you want to manage this trade, expertly, if we take out this low, let's say we don't hit target yet, I'd be fine moving your target, above this high, right? And you manage your risk really well, right? And you can move your stop break even if we come down to your target here. Again, reason I'm targeting this low, liquidity before the bottom line. That's a really good target. Any type of liquidity is going to be magnets. Like this liquidity here, I would target there if it fit my risk parameters. If not, down to here. But I think shorts are playable. Definitely. I don't think it's a bad trade at all. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. So ES, we did kind of a double stop hunt. That typically if we stop on highs, stop on lows, that means we're just going to range right in here. We're just going to be stuck in this little area. Typically on days like this, I used to throw on iron condors. So I did that a lot last year. This year, because of the range that we've had so far, I haven't really done it. I mean, sorry, the trends. We haven't really been in a range market. We've been more trending. I haven't done them yet, but we're starting to kind of get back into that area of just range. So with supply here, demand here, the ability to take an iron condor wouldn't be bad. I just think your downside risk is too high. Like, again, it'd be the same thing here. I don't know. It actually kind of looks solid. I'm not going to lie. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see supply and demand and us trading in the middle. That could be solid. So if any of you guys trade condors, that's what you want to look for. You would trade a 0 DTE condor, collect money off the premium decay, off the theta decay. As long as price closes in between 500 and 490, you're solid. Again, I don't know what the risk to reward would be like. It'd probably be like, if you did 10 contracts, make 300, 400, lose 1,000. But if you're wrong, but definitely something that's playable. Let me actually look at it. I'll pull it up. So we look at an iron condor. Okay, we'd be looking at 490, 491, 499, and 500. All right, so basically, yeah. So for 10 contracts, it'd be a $200 win, $800 loss, and price would have to expire below 499. Pretty widespread. You could probably go a little bit closer. Let's try that. Let's try the 494. It's still, I mean, you could, but it's 220 to 780. See what I'm looking at here? I can't actually drag it. Sorry, I was going to share it, but it's a different profile. I can't. I guess I can do this. All right, so this is what I was talking about. Can you guys see that? Can you see that, my Thinkorswim? No, you can't. Let me share this. There, now you can see that. See, looking at this here, this is what I was talking about on Thinkorswim Web. It'll kind of show you. So this would be that iron condor I'm talking about. See, that's why I kind of moved away from them, because I was like, although I'm winning these at a high rate, if one goes south, like I'm losing a lot. Like in reality, to make this worth it from a profit perspective, right, I need to probably do like 20 contracts to make it $400. But then my max loss, my ability to, why is it freezing? My loss, it's going to be upward of $1,500. Like it's not even worth it, right? You want to see it a little bit tighter than this. You would really like to see probably like a boom and boom, kind of like that. 497, 494. So if we looked at it that way, right, let's do that. Lower that down, right? If we did it that way, see, that one's the kind of that 1-to-1, right? It's tighter. It's a little bit more risky, but it's 1-to-1. Again, what you're doing here is you are playing the probability that the price of SPY is going to close inside of this range, right? Or inside of this range. So it's going to close below 497, right, to collect the full premium, and above 494, right, to collect the full premium, right? And that's just for the day. Again, good strategy. Again, going to be kind of hard here. It needs to be a little bit wider. You could even maybe do something like that. So get that kind of close where you're more in the middle now. Could be solid. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Last year, in a couple of afternoons, I would do like pretty big size of it, especially when VIX was way down, and do some bigger size and just be like, okay, we're going to be flat the rest of the day, bigger size, make, $2-3 grand on it. My risk was a lot, right? I could lose a lot, but just something that you can do. It's just an advantage that you have when you understand supply, demand, and how it works, right? When you understand, okay, we know there's sellers up here, there's buyers down here. The likelihood of us breaking either side is pretty low, right? So I'm going to play the probability that we're going to chop inside, right? If you can get a solid risk reward, it's worth it. In my opinion, if like the original one was like max gain 150, max loss 750, 800, probably not worth it. But if you could figure out a way to make it worth it, definitely is. I just don't see it. I don't see another way to make this worth it, in my opinion. Because the man's all the way down here, or here maybe, close above 494 and 500. It's just a little wide for me. That's a little wide. It's a little wide, but like here's a look at this day, for example. Here's a really good example of it happening, right? So this would have been Monday, or actually it would have been Tuesday. So Tuesday, right? The 6th, right? So we had a big move down, right? And then we had on Monday, so that would have been Friday, right? Big move down. And then on Monday, big move up, right? Kind of trading in this middle, right? Market opens on Tuesday. We just start to chop, okay? 30 minutes in, 1 hour in, okay? I start to realize, okay, I got supply and I got demand in my way. It's a $4 difference, right? That's where you can really take advantage of an iron condor, because we have those tighter zones, right? You can start to think, okay, I'm going to play that on Tuesday, the 6th. I'm going to play a 0 DTE SPY, iron condor. You can do SPX if you want. Price is not going to go above here or go below here for the day, right? And you collect the full premium. But that way, your what am I trying to think of? Your points, whatever these are called, your strikes are closer together, right? That's kind of what you want to look for. When they're too far apart, the risk reward's not there. But that would have been a really solid opportunity there on Tuesday the 6th. But that just shows you what I was meaning, more or less. So. But yeah, the web version's sick. I really like the web version. I think it's really nice. I think it's better than the. Oh, I guess let me show you also this. So this is what I was meaning by. So let me just pull up like the. Right, let me just pull up the. So if I'm looking at like just a, let's look at like the meta call I was taking. Okay, so I was looking at that meta put, right? And I was doing the 470 call at the time, or sorry, 470 put at the time, right? If you scroll down here, it kind of shows you, right? So at my entry, 467. If I would enter, like basically, if I would enter now, right, I'm break even. At my stop and say it's $2 higher, $800 loss. This is 10 contracts. Let me go to the 2 like I was doing. Right, it'd be a $200 loss. Right, at my target, which would have been 465, whatever, $400 win. Right, and that shows you that it's that blue line, the 0 DTE right here. That's what the price of the contract is going to be at the end of the day, based off the underlying. Right, it calculates that for you. It's probably like 98% accurate. It's really accurate. This is a really good way to calculate your risk. Right, a really good way to calculate your risk. Right, when it comes to options. Right, when it comes to options, this is the only broker I've ever seen them have this based off the underlying. Obviously, it's pretty easy to calculate your risk if you base it off the bid and the ask. When you're trading based off the underlying, right, this is a great way to utilize what you're gonna risk. So, yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. It helps me a lot. So yeah, needless to say, probably no trade day, unfortunately. I love, but I hate no trade days. Tesla worked. I bet Amazon did too, didn't it? No, nothing yet, actually. Are any of y'all doing anything special for Valentine's Day today? Huh? Anyone doing anything special? Not you. Not Judy. Maybe lunch. Sushi. Nice. Yeah, me and my wife, one of our friends offered to babysit a daughter. We were gonna go, and then we got sick, so we are homebodies today. Unfortunately, I did go out and get coffee. Planning, we'll probably maybe DoorDash some food. Not sushi. That would not sit well after a stomach bug. But no, not moving to Denver, Kansas. I'm in Missouri right now. But you did say that you wanted to do. Yeah, that's smart, Ryan. Honestly, smart. I remember maybe 2 years ago we went. Yeah, I did talk to him. He wants to do one. I don't know if Denver is going to be the location, but he did talk. He does want to do one. He does want to do one. I think when the vault gets a little bit bigger, he definitely will. Because if we just did it with Freedom Team again, we only accept 15 students. So at 300 students, if let's say 10% come, that's 30 people. It'd just be a little bit smaller. I just think realistically, number wise. But no, what would be like an ideal location for that? Other than Denver, right? Oh, so stopped out of Google. Dang. Basically, you stopped break even. Is that what you did? Or no? Don't hate it. Honestly, that's fine management. I think fine management. It's kind of in that in between. You're like, I don't feel confident that it's going to keep going lower. Why did this demand hold? I don't mind it. I think you're fine. Spies ripping. I wish we would have got a. I mean, I was really looking for a better pullback. Better pullback would have been super playable. But what's Apple doing? See, Apple dumped way below We did stop on this low, though. Honestly, if we get back inside, I'll look to play Apple, get something on. For sure, Judy, for sure. Yeah, Ryan, kind of going back to you, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think I can't talk. Valentine's Day is just nuts, bro. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. What's your confirmations, my friend? I don't think it's a bad play at all. I just, in my opinion, where's your stop? I think you're gonna win, but where's your stop? What invalidates this long? If you're in here, your stop here. Typically what happens. Yeah, I think when we do a convention or an in-person meet and greet or whatever it is, it'll probably be in Florida. That would just make the most sense. One, you can do it any time of the year. Two, easy to get there. I mean, we fly. I'd have to fly. Three, Jordan's already there. You can get it all set up and do all that stuff there. So I think he has intentions to do that for sure, but it's just a matter of people coming and effort he wants to put into it and things like that. That is done. Apple's still playable. Like this is really what you want to see. I wish this high was a little bit lower because like I said, I'd really like to see like now because we stop on this low. All right, getting back to Apple here. We stop on this low. I'd really like to see boom, boom, boom. The likelihood of that happening is pretty slim. Right. So getting in kind of once we accept, if we can come up here and kind of accept, right? It's a little bit more risky, but if I have my stop below this new low, target up into the upper TLM, right? Get that 1-to-1 minimum. It doesn't look half bad. It could even hold up to supply here, right? It could be playable. Again, that's a pretty big move for today. What is that? A 1.2% move from entry. It would be from right now. It'd be almost a 2% move on the stock. Don't know if that's happening today, but could. Let's look at so you held SPY 94.98 overnight, exercising patience. What is your expiration on that? I mean, you definitely got a good gap up as long as you didn't get theta crushed today. And this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. My recommendation, anytime you swing, give yourself more time, right? What you want to avoid is that theta decay for the next day, right? Because even if you had Monday expiration, for example, you'd probably experience the same gain, but way less theta decay, maybe a little bit less gain. But let's say we gapped up to here, right? You experience way less of that theta decay, that theta crush. So just my recommendation. Again, not a financial advisor, just for educational purposes, but that's what I would recommend. I think that would probably give you the best chance to win. I think you'll win the trade anyways. I mean, if you're not already up big, you're going to win the trade anyways. But again, even if you had Friday expiration, right? Just those couple extra days make a huge difference. Whenever you swing to a 0 DTE, it benefits the seller, right? So the person selling that option to you has a higher chance to win, right? You want to if you're a seller, use theta towards you. If you're a buyer, you want to use other Greeks to your advantage and get theta out of the equation. I always teach students inside the mentorship, don't buy a contract just because it's cheap, right? Cheap contracts and equal big losses, right? buy expensive contracts, right? Or buy in the money with time, right? More expensive contracts. Typically, the more expensive a contract, the more likely that trade is going to work out in your favor. The less losses you're going to incur if you're wrong, typically, right? Maybe not percentage wise, but monetarily. But I think you'll be fine, truly. And because it's so what I'd really like to see, I mean, we technically, in our own unique way, we break structure here. That's technically a break, right? It's just not a good pullback for a break, right? So although I could enter here, stop here, target here, right? I would just rather see, more confirmation, which I think comes at acceptance. So something I'm watching. Don't know if I'll play it or not, but something I'm just watching. Again, 182 calls right now are $200 a piece. So for Friday. Do any of you guys have Ziggy's coffee where you're from? It's not that good. We normally go to Dunkin', but like I said, the espresso machine was broken. So how do you own a coffee shop and how do you own a Dunkin' and your freaking espresso? It's like always broken for some reason. Yeah, I went over there. Like I said, it took an hour. They're not too close together, and yeah, pretty mid. I think this is only my second time having it, but yeah, it's pretty mid, pretty mid. Hey, for anyone watching this, can you guys do me a favor? There's 2 likes right now. Can you guys like this live video? Let me get that up. There's 17 people watching. Can I get it up to 17 likes? That'd be freaking awesome. There's 16 now. Can I get it up to 16 likes? I would love if you guys did that. There was a Ziggy Super Bowl commercial. I'm up to 9. Thank you guys. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. There was a Ziggy Super Bowl commercial. Oh, Dunkin'. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. Well, dude, I think it's just our Dunkin'. I'm telling you, I'm just south of St. Louis, Missouri. Every single chain restaurant in this area, absolutely terrible. Service is terrible. Management's terrible. Quality of food is terrible. You go to the local place, amazing. Olive Garden, terrible. Texas Roadhouse, absolutely terrible. McDonald's is kind of clutch, but the other ones, like, they're just terrible. Long waits, no one working. It's just terrible. But it literally doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I think it's like the area I'm at is like it tries to be a bigger city, but it doesn't have the capabilities to be that. Like, it doesn't have it has the population to support the business, but not the population to work at those businesses. So I think that's kind of the issue. I think that's why, like, the quality is just so bad. Yeah, I think that's why. Like, it's bad. I remember we went to Olive Garden, like, it was like a year ago. Like, we try to not eat chain because it's so bad here. But we went to Olive Garden like a year ago, and I think there was maybe 20 people in the whole restaurant eating. Took like an hour to get seated. Like, what? And then it took like 45 to an hour to just get our food. And it's like, bro, what is this? So that's why we don't go back. But McDonald's, like I said, McDonald's is always clutch. I got to 9 likes. I need 7 more. 7 more. Come on, please help me out. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all. One thing I want to encourage, yeah, I mean, today's just, we had the 2 rotation. That would have paid. I think Apple is still playable. I think SPY looks really good. I think we might just chop but I think it looks good. I don't know how much more room it has up, but I think we're good. I appreciate you, Casey. One thing I want to encourage for every single person in here, right? So Jordan just incorporated the daily report. So if you guys haven't, make sure you watch this here. It's right at the top. It's right at the top. Okay. Make sure you watch that video and lay that out. Again, you can even post it here. Again, anytime you take a trade, right, or into your day, report your day, right? What this is going to do for you, if you don't already journal, it's going to help you become consistent in some type of journaling. So I kind of push this on in the mentorship, in one-on-one coaching. I really push this. I put, because we have a community inside of that. I always push this. I said, use the community that we have as your journal, right? One, it holds people, it holds you accountable to your progress, right? Everyone's goal in there is going to be like, they're going to be successful. That's their goal, right? And we're going to get you there, right? Use the community as your journal, right? One, if you're able to be transparent with what you're doing to other people, you can also be transparent with yourself, right? Because if you're not able to tell, your next door neighbor what you're doing from a trading perspective, right? You don't have the confidence to tell them that. Why are you even taking that trade, right? So use that community as a resource, right? We're trying to do the same thing here, so you guys kind of get that same value. See what I'm saying? Use this as a resource. Also, as you begin to post, you're going to get comments. Like, again, Joe's going to comment on your stuff, right? People are going to comment on your stuff, right? And then, there you go, Judy, tell the dog. And then there's going to be a day where you don't post. That person that's been commenting on your posts, they're going to DM you and say, hey, man, how was your day? Or, hey, Judy, hey, woman, how was your day? Right? Where did you take a trade today? Where's your daily report? Right? And now you have an accountability buddy, right? And boom, that's when your trading takes off, right? When you hold yourself accountable to what you're doing, dude, I'm telling you, that's when and you're transparent with what you're doing. That's why you see like a lot of, famous people, Jordan and I'm on my way there, but we post everything like on social media, right? It's not to brag, right? We post our losses. Most people do, the real ones do post our losses, right? It's a way to hold ourselves accountable to what we're doing, right? So, that's what we're trying to provide here. Great thing that he added. So, and also, Q&As, you can put questions in, we get those answered too. Just kind of clean things up a little bit. Just kind of clean things up for you. So, because main discussion can get a little bit crowded sometimes, especially as we continue to grow. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking, SPY's looking good. I just didn't get the pullback I wanted. I think it's, again, I would not target past that. I would definitely get out before supply, probably that 500, like that 500 mark. That'd be a perfect target for anyone holding SPY longs. What was I looking at? Apple, it's probably done, honestly. Unfortunately, just didn't get a pullback that I wanted. Meta just wanted to rip. Amazon didn't get a pop out. Tesla did what I wanted. I just didn't have it on my watch list today. I had it last night, so I forgot to look at it today. Forgot to put an alert. Did exactly what I wanted it to do, but that's okay. Yeah, man. I probably. Let me look back at my swing. Probably done for the day. Gonna go enjoy my day. Hang out for Valentine's Day, etc. Again, looking at my dividend holdings. I did just buy a bunch of realty income. It's in my dollar cost average zone. So this is kind of the area where I want to DCA. Again, working on building more stuff here for you guys too. Just kind of what I'm looking at from a dividend growth perspective. Again, being in my DCA zone, put a lot more capital in that yesterday. Takes in kind of out of it. Dollar General is technically in a buy right now. I just basically went all in there, so I'm not putting more in that. Boo's good. SCHD is good. 3M's in my dollar cost average zone. Starbucks is below intrinsic value in a good buy area. Target's good buy area. Don't really recommend this stock. My buddy just works at the company. And then this stock right here, T. Rowe Price Group, super undervalued in my opinion. Super undervalued. Their cash flow growth is insane. Their dividend growth is insane. Really good dividend growth stock right here. Their stock growth might not be the best, but their average growth of dividend payout dividend yield is 12.8% over the past 5 years, which is insane, right? What you want to see that beat inflation. And as long as it's doing that, you're making money in the long run. So, beating 2.5% average. Right now, like 4.5%, but I mean that, and again, another stock in my dollar cost average zone. Got a bunch more. I'm still doing research on these, but a lot of them are my dollar cost average zone. Again, I have tons of tickers I want to do, but let me look at DDOG for you. Like all these tickers are what I want to look at. So let's look at DDOG for Miss Judy, and we'll wrap up the convo today. What's your let me looking up swing. What's your expiration looking like on that? So it looks like you were able to catch a gap up. Sound right? Swings you do shares. Okay, perfect. So let me see here. So I would say there's some supply here. Supply, maybe up here, not really fresh, and then obviously we have highs up here, right? So there's obviously don't want to target up to that. I would say what percentage are you up right now? %5. Let me ask you this. Before you got in the trade, what was your plan? Then get out at 5%. That's your answer. If your plan was 5% gain, get out at 5%. Take your money and run. You won. You played your game by your rules. You won. Right? Take the money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good job. That's awesome. That is awesome. Good freaking job. Yeah, Apple, I don't know. Probably done for the. I'm probably not taking it, honestly. Probably not taking it. Google, still technically in your. It still would have been fine there, Judy, on Google. But again, with that chop, it's fine. Well, I could see it happening. I could see that something like that happening, but it's fine to get out. I like my moves to happen rather quicker too. Nice, Judy. Way to bank. Put that in your daily report. And the biggest thing is you follow your rules, right? Your before trade plan, take profit at 5%. What did you do? You took profit at 5%. Good job. That's a huge win. That's bigger than a 200% win right there. Good job. Yeah, I don't think did they pay a dividend? No, I don't think they do. What do they do? 2.1%. Yeah, probably nothing. All right, y'all. Anything else you want me to look at? If not, gonna be done. Unfortunately, yeah, nothing today. Again, holding that swing. So playing that. Nothing else. Again, I would just say, don't have hopium. If you're in a SPY call, don't hope for this gap fill. Get out at your target, whatever it is. I think a solid target's 500. If your expiration is today, I think I'm talking more at Sealy. I think that's how you pronounce it. I would probably be looking to get out, 498-ish, depending on what I'm up. Just with this this could happen all day with a 0 DTE now. It's going to really decay. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping on. Again, plan for Tuesday next week. I'll go ahead and put that in the calendar now so you get start getting the reminder. Plan for Tuesday. And anything that comes up, make sure you guys DM me. If you guys have any questions about, the mentorship, what that looks like for you, if you want to hop on one of the calls with our advisor team, right, send me a DM. I'd be more than happy to kind of just pre-qualify you, make sure you'd be a good fit, and then our advisor team would kind of walk you through what the steps look like to get you to the point where you are a profitable trader in 8 weeks. Okay. Yeah, feel free to DM me with any other questions as well. 100% in to help you. And appreciate you guys hopping on the call. And look at that. Let's go. Fireworks, baby. Appreciate you guys hopping on the call, and peace. See you guys.